Good morning, class 4. Today I will explain you English Literature chapter 3, My Early Home. It is a small part from the story Black Beauty. In this story we will read about a horse whose name is Black Beauty, how it grew up and about its surrounding and atmosphere. So let us start. The first place that I can well remember was a pleasant meadow with a pond of clear water in it. Over the hedge on one side we looked into a ploughed field, and on the other we looked over a gate at our master's house which stood by the roadside. Now here Black Beauty is explaining how she looked around the place where she used to stay. While I was young, I lived upon my mother's milk, as I could not eat grass. In the daytime, I ran by her side, and at night, I lay down close to her. When it was hot, we used to stand by the pond in the shade of the trees, and when it was cold, we had a warm shade near the grove. There were 6 young colts in the meadow beside me. They were older than I was. I used to run with them and had great fun. We used to gallop all together around the field as hard as we could. Sometimes we had rather a rough play, for they would be a bite and kick as well as gallop. Now Black Beauty is explaining how Black Beauty used to stay with its mother, and the rest of the colts, the young horses are called colts. The rest of the colts who were little bit elder to Black Beauty. Black Beauty was the youngest. How Black Beauty used to play with them. Sometimes it would be a rough play. It include bite and kick and gallops. Otherwise, they used to play together and stay with Black Beauty used to stay with its mother. One day, when there was a good deal of kicking, my mother whined to me to come to her, and then she said, I wish you to pay attention to what I am going to say to you. The colts who live here are very good colts, but they are cart horse colts, and of course they have not learned manners. You have been well born and well bred. Your father has a great name in these parts, and your grandfather won the cup too, 2 years at the Newmarket races. Your grandmother had the sweetest temper of any horse I ever knew, and I think you have never seen me kick or bite. I hope you will grow up gentle and good and never learn bad ways. Now, here, when the mother of Black Beauty saw that Black Beauty was playing rough with other colts, she just called Black Beauty towards herself, and then she told her that how uh, the Black Beauty was different from other colts, and they were just horse cart colts, but Black Beauty's father and grandmother and grandfather, they were very highly bred colts, horses, which they even went for races and won the medals and cups, and they were very well mannered. So Black Beauty's mother told Black Beauty that she wants Black Beauty to be well mannered too, their uh, like its mother, father, grandmother, and grandfather. Do you walk with a good will, lift your feet up well, and when you trot, and never bite or kick even in play? Now, Black Beauty's mother taught Black Beauty how to behave and trot while playing, not to bite or kick anyone. I have never forgotten my mother's advice. I knew she was a wise old horse, and our master uh, ta- uh, a great deal of her. Her name was Duchess, but he often called her Pet. Our master was a good, kind man. He gave us food, good lodging, and kind words. He spoke as kindly to us as he did to his little children. We were all fond of him, and my mother loved him very much. When she saw him at the gate, she would neigh with joy and trot up to him. He would pat and stroke her and say, "Well, old pet, and how is your little darky?" I was a dull black, so he called me Darky. Then he would give me a piece of bread which was very good, and sometimes he brought a carrot for my mother. All the horses would come to him, but I think we were his favorite. My mother always took him to the town on a market day in a light gig. There was a ploughboy, Dick, who sometimes came into our field to pluck blackberries from the hedge. When he had eaten all he wanted, he would have what he called fun with the colts, throwing stones and sticks at them to make them gallop. We did not much mind him, for we could gallop off, but sometimes a stone would hit and hurt us. One day he was at his game, and he did not know that the master was in the next field. But he was there watching what was going on. Over the hedge he jumped in a snap, caught Dick by the arm, and gave the ploughboy a sound scolding. As soon as we saw the master, we trotted up nearer to see what went on. Now there was a little boy whose name was Dick. He was a little bit mischievous kind of a boy. He used to come there to pluck some blackberries from the hedges, and when he used to see that there was no one around the horse or colt, he used to throw some stones and sticks at them so that they would jump and run around. He used to find that funny, but sometimes the stone hit those colts and horses and they used to get injured. So one day what happened, when that boy was doing the same thing, master was noticing and watching it from a distance, and suddenly he caught the boy by his arms and then gave him a nice scolding that while he is doing that he should not do that ever again. And when the rest of the horse saw that master is protecting them in this way, they felt very nice. "Bad boy," he said, "bad boy. Oh, to chase the colt. This is not the first time, not the second, but it shall be the last." Now the master warned him very strictly that this should not be repeated ever again. "There, take your money and go home. I shall not want you on my farm again." Then master gave him some money and sent him back and told him he used to work for the master also sometimes. So the master gave him his money and told him that the master doesn't want to see him again in his farm. So we never saw Dick anymore. Old Daniel, the man who looked after the horses, was just as gentle as our master, so we were well off. Now there was another man whose name was Old Daniel, and this man used to take care of the horses on the field, on the farm. So uh, Old Daniel was as gentle as their master, so they were very happy with both these people, the master and the old Daniel, who used to look after these horses and colts. So this was a chapter. Read the chapter 3 times, at least 2 to 3 times, in order to understand it better. Thank you.